By show of hands, how many of you lead a busy and sometimes stressful life? Okay, about 100% of you. I do too. What a coincidence. I'm married, I've got kids, I've got family members, friends, coworkers. I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a business owner, and I'm a leader. And when I decided to do nothing, it actually changed my life. And so I have a challenge to business leaders all over the world. Consider this idea. Do nothing. It might be the most rewarding challenge you ever take. So in 2004, I sold my business. And in 2005, less than 1 year into a 3-year employment contract with the buyer, I happened to be on vacation in northern Michigan with my family. And it was a beautiful day out there. Except I was inside. I was working. I was stressed out and on the verge of tears. And I looked over at this chair and I said to myself, Rob, go sit in that chair and breathe in and breathe out. And breathe in and breathe out. And I did it. And it actually felt a little bit better. The world didn't change and my problems didn't go away. I just felt a little bit better. My mind seemed to settle and my body seemed to calm. That's me on your left. When I was growing up, I had all kinds of health issues. Severe asthma, eczema, and a heart irregularity. I also had some family challenges that I was dealing with, and when you put them all together, it caused an awful lot of anxiety. On the outside, everything seemed pretty normal, but on the inside, I was struggling. I later learned that I had symptoms of obsessive compulsive disorder. In high school, I started selling these blow pop lollipops out of my locker with my best friend, Joel Perlman. That's him on the right. And when we graduated college, we actually started the business that we own and operate today, Image One, 26 years later. Now, starting a business, getting married, having a family, and everything that went along with that, for me, I found it to be extremely stressful. And I realized somewhere along the way, I just wasn't as good of a person as I wanted to be, as I needed to be. And it was bothering me. Okay, so back to that chair. That's the point in my life I like to refer to as pre-chair Rob. And it's when I realized that maybe meditation would be useful for me in my life. And so I dove in head first. And I decided to become a student and a practitioner. And I learned that since 1972, there had been over 6,800 scientific articles written on the subject, 4,500 alone in the last 10 years, almost all positive, but 60 rock solid that exude the benefits that meditation has on our minds, on our bodies, and in our hearts. I learned that branches of the military were using meditation. Places like the Virginia Military Institute, where all incoming cadets are required to take a course called Modern Warriorship, where they teach meditation. And I learned that companies all over the world are incorporating meditation into their health and wellness programs. Companies like Aetna, where almost half of their 30,000 employees have taken the course, and they've seen their stock price rise from $32 to $154 per share. Is that the only reason? Of course not. But the CEO, Mark Bertolini, says that the thing he notices most is just that people are easier to get along with. I learned how to meditate. I learned how to sit properly. I learned how to breathe properly. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. I learned about the benefits of taking an extended silent retreat. And so I started doing those for up to 7 days at a time. 7 days where you do nothing? What goes on at that place? That's usually the response that I receive. So let me tell you, the retreats that I've attended have about 50 to 100 people. Each morning we gather in a common area. And each day we're given instruction and guidance. We sit and meditate. We mindfully walk. We mindfully stretch. And we mindfully eat. And this goes on throughout the day for the duration of the time that we're there. Rules? Well, be gentle with yourself. Take care of yourself first. If you're uncomfortable in any way, physically or mentally, do what you need to do to get comfortable. General rule of thumb, no talking, no eye contact, no reading, and no writing. So back to the chair. This is a time in my life I call post-chair Rob. I'm not perfect. My family, my friends, my coworkers, they'll attest to that. This is a life's journey for me. But I can tell you I'm a more present and aware person. And in 2006, Joel and I had this unique opportunity to buy our company back. And when we did, we decided that we would create the best company culture in the world. The world! A culture of servant leadership. A culture that cultivates life balance, not work-life balance, as if work and life are two separate things. So meditation has been useful to me as a leader and as a person. And my challenge to leaders all over the world, do nothing. It might be the most rewarding challenge you ever take. And who knows, maybe through our businesses, we can enhance the lives of those around us and make the world a happier place. And so now, I'd like to invite you to join me as I show you how I get set up and meditate. If you're not comfortable with that, I completely understand, so feel free to observe. But if you would join me, and I hope you do, I'd like to ask you to just move forward on your seats just a bit. So take the back, your back off the back of the seat and sit upright. First and foremost, just make sure you're comfortable. And now make sure your feet are firmly grounded on the floor. And you can place your hands on your legs gently. And your chin pointed down just slightly. And your eyes gazing forward. With a fuzzy gaze, or if you're like me, I close my eyes. So whatever you're most comfortable with. Okay, so now you've set up. And I'd like to ask you to bring your awareness to your feet, firmly grounded on the floor. And the sensation of your feet in your shoes. Maybe they're tight. Maybe they're loose. Maybe they're just right. Whatever that sensation is, just be with it. And now bring your sensation and your awareness to your bottom on the seat and what that feels like. And now your awareness to your hands on your legs and the sensation of your hands and your fingers on your legs, on your clothing, or on your skin. And bring your awareness to your posture, sitting upright, not too rigid, not too soft. And now bring your awareness to your breath. Breathing in through your nose, down into your midsection, and wherever your breath stops, back up and out through your nose. Again, your awareness to your breath in through your nose, down into your midsection, and wherever it stops, back up and out through your nose. And inevitably, if it hasn't happened already, you've got many thoughts entering into your mind, and that's completely normal. And when you notice those thoughts, maybe just say to yourself, thinking, and bring your awareness back to your breath. In through your nose, down into your midsection, and wherever it stops, back up and out your nose. You also probably hear some sounds. You might hear a cough, a sneeze, some rustling, maybe some activity outside of the auditorium. And that's just life happening around us. We don't need a perfect and quiet spot to meditate. We can do it anywhere. And so when you hear sounds, bring your awareness back to your breath, in through your nose, down into your midsection. Wherever it stops, back up and out through your nose. And now, as we sit quietly together for a moment, breathe in, breathe out. All right. Congratulations. You just took the time to do nothing. Maybe it'll be the most rewarding challenge you ever take. Thank you.